the whole world. As much as I love Dwayne Wade, as much as I love Gabrielle Union, to be honest, I wish they both would just take care of their family, take care of their business, and shut the up. I'm muted. I said, what's up, people? This is Lee Black. I am the host of Real Talk. And if you don't know by now, the opinions shared on Real Talk are mine and mine alone. You know, I own them, I live with it, and that's why we call it Real Talk. I'm the host. Welcome to Wednesday's edition. This is Hump Day. So if it's your first time joining us, get prepared because we're going to have some frank, real conversation the only way we know how to do it. And in case you don't know, hit like and subscribe. You can find me on YouTube and Facebook under the title Real Talk for Real Men. And you can also find me under the TFG banner. TFG Uncut, TFG Ratchet. Check us out. And even though we get a little bit of ratchet, we're going to get a lot of truth out of this right here. So let me bring in my co-host first and foremost from Memphis, Tennessee. This is McMac. What's going on, McMac?
Oh, not much, not much. It's Wednesday, hump day.
Yes,
So
indeed. Yes, indeed. On the other side, hopefully by the time the show's over, we'll be on the other side. So how are you doing, sweetheart?
I'm good. I'm good. I can't complain.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I was just talking to my brother from another and bringing him in. We were saying that same thing. This is my brother Kenny from Texas. What's going on, brother Kenneth?
What's going on, brother Black and sister Tasha? How you doing?
I'm good.
I love the open, brother. You didn't tell me about the new open.
I'll
it.
debut something new, trying something new. That
I
was put
love it.
together by Mr. TFG himself. Shout out to Mr. Lamb Liberty. We appreciate you, my brother. So this is going to be the new opening for Wednesdays because being that on Wednesdays, if this is your first time, we tend to tackle a little bit more serious topics. And if you don't know, I can be controversial. I can be a bit of an asshole. So I wanted to own that in all of its completion that these are my opinions. It's not up for debate. Now, you're welcome to come sit here figuratively and share your opinions as well because we only got one rule. It's always been one rule. We'll agree to disagree without being disagreeable. There's not going to be any yelling here. There's a lot of love, a lot of respect. And that's the way we do it on Real Talk. But I welcome everybody's opinion. So if you don't know, please subscribe, hit like, share. And we got a good topic today. Today's topic came from my brother Kenny. He sent me a clip. Now, even though I saw the clip, I didn't actually watch it. And that's because I don't like to have my views colored by listening to other people. But the Breakfast Club recently had a show where it said that women have better results if they shoot their shot, and apparently they got into a deep conversation about women being the aggressor when it comes to chasing men. So it got this old noodle to thinking, you know what? We've been talking for a long time, folks, about how things are different out here. Women, y'all are lions, hear me roar. This y'all world, we just living in it. So that's where the topic comes from predator to prey. Because I want to talk about that the roles are reversed and when women are the ones making the first move. And I'm going to share my own real personal opinions, and that's what it's going to be. And I'm glad I got Tasha on here if I'm going to get anybody else, because I want to be able to get, I got sis popping in too. I was just about to say, what's going on, sis?
What's up, everybody? What's up, brother?
Hey,
Yes, sir.
hey,
Yes, sir.
what's up, Sherry?
I'm glad I got you. Perfect time, sis, because the topics tonight is from predator to prey. We're going to be talking about women making the first move, being the aggressor, and actually chasing the guy. And I truly want to know from the women, y'all point of view. I hope I get some views out there to share with us, because I mentioned many times before that I don't really know what's going on anymore out there. And I'm going to even start out by asking the question directly to the panel, bringing it to the family. Do you guys think women have a higher success rate when it comes to shooting their shot in today's dating society? do you guys think women have a greater success? Lamb digging at brother Lamb. That's the
You
man who
did,
put it together.
yeah.
Appreciate you, my brother.
You did your thing, Lamb. That's what's up. I was digging that for real.
And what's up, Terrence?
Hey, what's up,
going on?
Terrence?
I hope to hear your comments, Terrence, too. So I'm asking the panel, the family, do you believe in today's dating society that women would have a higher success if they shoot their shot first?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, but I don't think it just applies to just today's world. I just think in general,
Really?
women would just have a better chance. Yeah, because I mean, it's kind of like you see what you want, you're voicing it, and to me, by taking that step, it's sending a message, to the men, like, oh, okay, so she's for real because she's coming to me. So
Wow, I like that.
I'm not doing that shit, but
I've been waiting to hear your view.
Okay. So
I've been waiting to
why
hear you
won't you
because
do
I
it?
know you. Because I know
Okay.
you.
I want to hear why Tasha says she won't do it.
Yeah, Lamb says
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Victoria,
Elaborate.
what's going on?
Hey, what's up,
Superfan
Miss Tori?
Victoria.
Elaborate.
Tasha, yeah. So if
Mhm.
Brother Kenneth asked the perfect question. If you believe that women would have better success, why not you?
Why I wouldn't put myself out there like that?
Right.
Absolutely not. I
Why?
am not built for rejection. Nope, absolutely not.
Oh.
Nope. Not that I would
Oh.
get like disrespectful or anything, but no, I would hurt my feelings. And all it would take for me is one time somebody telling me no and never do the shit again. No. So
And see,
I'm not even
wow.
gonna set some expectations. Nope.
I love your honesty. I love your honesty. Sis, what do you think? Do you think women would do better if they shot their shot first?
Yeah, I do. I agree with everything Tasha said, and I'm agree with you, Tasha. I wouldn't do it either.
This is
you younger
crazy,
than
then.
This
This is
is crazy.
crazy, then.
no, because
Wow.
Tasha younger than me, but I'm old school. I think men should be coming on to women. But I just think that.
But you both acknowledging women would have better results if they shoot their.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like Tasha said, a man would they would say, okay, well, I know she liked me or she's interested or whatever. You understand? But most women, most women that I think that do shoot they shot, they come off kind of thirsty.
Wow. Wow. This is why I wanted to do this. And we're going to dig into this because maybe this is getting past that first hurdle. Lamb says takes away the guessing game.
It does.
And that's where I agree. Brother Kenny,
agree.
what do you say on this, listening to their views? And I mean, I dig everything they're saying, though.
Yeah. It's funny that they're saying that they believe that women will be more successful, but they not gonna do it. So that kind of that's confusing to me. I'm like, okay, all right, I get it. Now, Sherry said something very interesting at the end when she said that when women do that, they come off as thirsty.
Right.
And see, that's the one word now in the dating game that has totally threw the whole game off. If you don't show if you show too much interest, you're thirsty. If you don't show any interest, then what should you do? So I think women will be more successful if they shoot the shot first. And I think they have been more successful because women this women empowerment and all this stuff they do. They're so aggressive about going after what they want professionally. They're confident about their, doing that. But when it comes to dating, they don't look at that the same way. So I don't know, man. It's just interesting to hear the ladies talk about this.
Absolutely. Welcome, Brother Bird. We missed you,
What's
brother.
up, Brother Bird?
Yeah, you came in right on time. What's going on, my brother?
Ain't much. Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Guys, how you doing?
Yeah, man, we're doing all right. We're having a conversation today. The title of today's show is From Predator to Prey, because the topic was raised that women have more success if they shoot their shot. And both Sherry and Tasha, they said it, they believe it's true, but they're not going to do it. Sherry said it come off thirsty. Tasha says she is not about to face rejection, and that if it happened to her just one time,
that's a wrap.
That's it. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I just think that's so phenomenal.
Me too.
Well, what is it about the rejection part, Tosh, that if that happened to you, like it would just turn you off, never doing that again.
Just for somebody just to say no to me, like it's one thing for me to say no to somebody or I'm not interested, but I think about it like this. I don't think men would be nice about it. I don't think a lot of men are capable of putting a woman down nicely or being like, no, I'm good. I feel like it would be something
Wow.
extra behind it.
You
So
think?
I
Wow. I'm
do. I
loving
Wow.
this.
do.
I'm loving
Okay.
this.
Wow.
You hear our reaction. Sweetheart, I mean this with every fiber of my being. I think we wouldn't.
I agree. I don't think we would.
I think if even if you as sharp as my tongue is, Tasha, I swear on the souls of my two brothers, I would not put a woman down, even if I wasn't interested. Believe it or not, I would be so polite because I would be flattered.
I
And
I hear what you're saying, but I'm thinking about a big part of that is maturity and age too.
Mm,
I think
okay.
some
I get
men
that.
my age might be like, "Oh, this is my opportunity," and then like go in. Absolutely
Okay.
not. So
Wow, 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 wow.
I can see that
and
point from that age group that you're talking about. I can
yeah.
kind of see your point of view from that perspective.
and the
And I
reason
don't
why I
know if
say
and I
that,
don't know if you're wrong or right. What's going on, Sister Hannah? How you doing, sweetheart?
Hey, hey,
the,
honey.
the,
Hey,
hey,
Hannah.
Tasha, the
Yeah,
reason
I
why I
don't.
say that,
Tasha, you bring up. I don't know if you're right. You might be right. Go ahead, Bird. I'm sorry.
mhm, yeah, is because men we always go through rejection.
Mhm.
So I think we
Right.
put ourselves in there and feels like, dang, if that was me, I want you to let me down easy. So we would say, no, we're not interested. I'm good. But I
I
don't
guess
know. I
too.
mean, maybe it's the younger boys. I don't know.
Tasha, what I was going to say to that is, even at my height of when I thought I was the shit, I still wouldn't have gone in on somebody. I would say something about it after they left, but to their face, I still would be polite, be like, oh, oh sweet, oh man, why sweetheart, thank you, but I
Mhm.
still would have been polite because I think back to times when I got hit on and it wasn't my type, but I
Mhm.
still wouldn't have been nasty with it. Which brings me to the next question, because this one I want the fellas, to be able to fellas. Do you believe in the new period or just in general? Do you believe that men like to be chased? Because so many guys I have heard, you know, and I was one of them for a long time. I consider myself a lion, and and there was a lot of fun in the chase. But do you think men actually like to be chased?
Uh, you talking about like 100% of the time, or you talking about other way I
However
want?
you process, because I want to hear what you think.
You know what? I enjoy the chase, but I enjoy if someone's trying to come after me, you know what I mean, or you know what I mean, or trying to come at me before I get at them. So I don't mind that. You know, and with men, it's like an ego thing. You know, we
Okay.
got them big egos. So for somebody to try to chase after us and one us and stuff like that, that would inflate our ego.
Man, sis, I only muted you because of the feed. So, Tasha, if you would, Sherry, when you have to say something, sometime I miss you, sis. Please, somebody let me know when Sherry got something to say. Um, Nina
Hey,
Velasquez, how you
hey,
doing,
what's up,
sweetheart?
Nina?
Hey.
What's going on, sweetheart?
Hey, she came back.
And Nina says, "Hell yeah, she believes that men like to be chased." Brother Kenny, what do you think? Do you think men like to be chased?
I think the majority of men don't. But specifically for me, I don't like to be chased, but I like to be shown interest. You know, because it's a difference between chasing and showing interest. To me, chasing that can come across, especially if I'm not interested, then that can become annoying. And then too, so you don't, you got to find a way to say, hey, okay, I like you, but not like that. But I just want a woman to show interest in whatever way that she can show that interest. That's what I like, me personally.
Brother, you organically went where I was hoping you went. This is why this is my brother from another cause. We think the same way. There is a fine line. So, Sherry, to your point about some women coming across as thirsty, there's a fine line between showing interest and chasing me, because then it gets uncomfortable for me. So I wanted to explore for this conversation, those differences in walking that tightrope. Before I move to that, Hannah, what do you think, and just in general about, I'm gonna give you both questions. Do you think women have more success shooting their shot first, and do you believe men like to be chased?
Um, I don't know. I give you first question. I don't think that. Um, wait, you said. Let me check. Correct. You said do men women
Well,
have
first,
more?
do you think women have better success if she's saying no?
I
So
don't
you
think
don't think women have better success if they shoot their shot first?
no.
Mm.
I don't think so, and I'll tell you why. I was watching a video earlier, and we don't shoot our shots kind of like the way y'all think when you like. And so the guy was like, this lady gave me a compliment, and I don't know why she keeps staring at me. Somebody was like, the compliment was her shooting her shot without shooting it. So sometimes y'all don't pick up on how we may shoot it, we'll do it a certain way. So therefore, it might not be successful because it's not what you expect.
Okay. Okay. Good point. Good point. And so we're going to explore that. And do you think men like to be chased?
I think to an extent.
Okay.
I think to an extent because I think that maybe, but really, I think men like to be more conquerors. So if you're getting chased, then we can be conquered.
Okay. I like that. Terrence says it depends on the man. Men over 35 don't as much as men under 35. They love it. So Terrence is saying younger men love to be chased. You know what, Terrence? I actually agree with you. I
Yeah, I
actually
kind
agree
of
with
agree
you.
with that too.
I agree with you, Terrence. And so let's explore some avenues under which women shoot be successful shooting their shot first. Kenny, you talked about this. They don't have to do all the work. This is one benefit. So I want anybody, brother, speak on this in general about if a woman shoots her shot first, why this is important because now men don't have to do all the work.
Uh, I think that it makes it easier for us to know that okay, I can take this to the next level. She's already made the first move. She showed that she's really interested. Okay, so now I can take the baton now and run with it. So now it kind of makes it. I think Brother Lamb said it easily. It kind of cuts off the guessing game. You're not guessing if the woman is interested. I'm not having to feel like I got to jump through hoops to make her be interested in me. Now she's open up that lane, say, hey, I'm showing some interest. I'm like, okay, I'll take the baton now, I'll run with it. So now it makes it a smooth transition to getting to know each other.
Absolutely. Tasha, I'm coming to you because I want to read a point that kind of challenges your thinking a little bit. The real
Okay.
estate insider says, I think older women are more apt to shoot their shot.
I
I
agree
agree
with
with
that.
that.
I agree with that.
Ooh,
I
okay.
agree with that.
And DJ says, my girl shot her shot first. Now I'm in the hospital with my firstborn.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about
She
already.
got the prize. She got the prize.
Right.
And I'm going to put my favorite couple on the spot here. I think you kind of shot your shot too, didn't you, Miss Hannah?
I
Yes,
believe
I
she did.
did.
I
Yeah, I
thought
believe
so.
she
I
did.
didn't want to,
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
wanted to say, I thought I remembered, how I was. But Tosh, I want to read something. On
Okay.
this one, it says men want women who aren't afraid of rejection and will fight tooth and nails just as much as men do when it comes down to trying to get what they want. How true do you think that is?
Oh, it's very true. I'm just not doing it. That's it. I'm not doing it. I don't disagree with it. Yeah, I bet men do like that. Yeah, because I think it's like you said earlier, I think it's very flattering, and it takes all the guessing. Everything that we've said, and it sets like a certain standard expectation, like kind of going forward.
Okay.
I'm not doing that shit.
I,
That's the only thing. I'm not doing
I
it.
love it as she's standing on that. I'll say this about rejection on that point. From when we're little boys, we're
Hmm.
we're taught no, and we're told no. You ugly. I don't like you. You know, and I think there's a resolve that's built up in us as men to face rejection in a different way. So I agree with what you're saying in turn. I don't necessarily think women's egos are built for rejection. So
Oh,
I
it's not.
understand. So I understand that fear. I really do.
Yeah,
But I just do contend that I think more guys than you know would be gentle. You might have that asshole, Tasha. You know
yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
gonna have one
If
of
they
them.
got a
Yeah.
personal axe to grind, but I don't think if you shot your shot at somebody that is for no reason to your that's going like, oh, this is my chance to go in on her. You
I
know,
do. I
see,
do. I do. In 2023, I do. I also,
wow,
and I didn't answer, like the last question, but I do think that men now, I think that they do like to be chased. And Terrence had said what I, had made the point about like the whole age thing. It does matter, like with the age of them, younger than 35. Yeah, they're gonna want that. I would even say maybe even up to 40.
okay,
So
okay.
yeah.
The real estate insider bring as we close this point. I think a valid point to this. This is where the difference can be made up. He says if she decent looking, the chances are the dude will most likely be with it. Women will turn you down just because she's tired of being hit on.
That's fact.
Kenny,
That's fact.
speak on that. Speak on that. Speak on
Yeah,
that.
I'm just gonna speak from me being a man. If a woman comes up to me or she jumps in my DM, I take a look at a couple of pictures. If she a little bit attractive, I'm definitely gonna be with it. I'm gonna respond back, as the real estate insider said. But now, most women are so used to getting hit on, they may not necessarily. They may just like he said, after get your DMs being and you getting approached all day. At the end, they just probably get tired of it. And you might be a cool cat, decent looking dude, but she probably like, man, I've been hit on like by 50 guys already today. I don't feel like dealing with that. So yeah, I definitely agree with
Literally,
the real estate side.
case in point today, everybody knows I go to the supermarket to ass watch. So today was no different. So on Wednesdays I have to get my lottery tickets, and it was hot. I knew I was going to see some ass, and sure enough, right out the box, as soon as I'm going to my car, fat pussied hoes walking around. I go into the lottery store. I held the door for these two chicks, fat humping asses. But before I could even get my compliment in on them, it was other guys because it's a gas station, and the guys was like animals.
Like roaches. Yeah.
They was like roaches on the women, and everything. So it put me in an awkward situation to where I had to kind of linger around a little bit in the store to see if I could put a bid in just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I never got to put my bid in because right as the ladies was coming up, a guy, he just jumps in and, he beat me to the punch. And you know what she said? Oh, no, I got a boyfriend. She shot him down completely. And you could just tell the look on her face that they were tired of hearing it. But what was confusing as shit about it was the outfits both of them had on. I mean, the shorts was all up in the ass. If ever I could be a rapist, I would have took that pussy right there in that store. But I knew I couldn't.
You know what,
No.
bro?
Sign off immediately.
You know what?
I told you these are the thoughts that go through my head. I'm just saying.
No, wait not.
I was just saying. So I proceeded.
No,
sir.
I'm
No, sir.
telling you
We're
what's
not doing
going
that
on
today.
inside of my head.
We're not doing that today, sir.
I
No, sir.
proceeded to go to Kroger's, and same thing. Old ones, young ones, everything. But again, they had the look on their face like, don't dare bother me because I'm not in here for that. But at the same time, the shit that they wore out, it's just begging to be snatched up. But yes, Nina, I know, sweetheart, I know.
But let me say this though. But even to Lamar's point there, why the fuck would I just want to be like, oh, fuck it, like might as well? Because the whole notion of if she's decent looking, that's just like, well, oh, you're the last resort kind of thing. I don't want that.
I look at it completely different.
We wouldn't tell the woman that though, Tasha.
Okay, no, to your point, Tasha, yeah. I look at his comment completely differently.
Yeah, I do too.
I think built in I hope what he's saying, this is how I'm interpreting it, that if a woman is fairly decent, she ain't got to be no superstar or nothing. That my thing is, okay, let me see what she's talking about. But I think the point for a lot of women is they do give you the quick up and down, and before you can even say anything, you're already judged a lot of times by the shirt you got on, the shoes you got on, and you could be a decent and good guy, but if you don't fit all of those parameters, so I think a lot of times women are just way more judgmental from first appearance, whereas I think with men we're more like, okay, well, she look all right. Like Kenny said, even if I saw somebody online, I don't really know what she looked like, you know. For all I know, the bitch could be catfishing me to death. But if she halfway looked like she got all her teeth and shit, I might well fuck with her. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to see. I don't want to be a might as well. No, absolutely not.
So see, you totally taking it wrong. That ain't what he meant. I don't think it ain't.
I love her honesty. I love her honesty.
But sometimes a might as well could be a love after, you know, a happy ever after too.
That's the chasm that I think gets lost. In the interest of time, I'm gonna skip to a couple of these because I think some of them are self-explanatory. But obviously, you know, you would think about they want to feel wanted. You know, I got to remove this comment from this one. Let me hide that junt. Hold on. So obviously, you know, anybody wants to feel wanted. So I think that's a given. You know what I'm saying? They want to know that they're special. Believe it or not, I think men want to know they're special. But I want to get to this one. They want to feel needed. What's the difference? I'm asking the panel between being wanted and being needed. What's the difference between being wanted and needed? And I'm gonna let my men marinate on this, but I want to ask my women this. And I'm coming to you, sis. What do you think the difference is for a woman to show a man that he's wanted versus he's needed? How do you distinguish between the two? Showing a man that he's wanted, is there a difference between, what's the difference between somebody that's wanted and needed?
Well, if you want a man, you know, you show interest that you, like I said, that you interested in him, and you. But if you, I don't know about, because if you have to be in a relationship, I think, because you don't be needing no motherfucker when they trying to talk to you. You don't need them. And then most of them that come on to you, you have to look at how they are dressed and how they look, because they might not be too appealing either. And especially motherfuckers coming up to you looking all sweaty like they smell like basement and all that kind of shit.
Valid point. Hannah and Tasha, how do you distinguish between making someone feel wanted and making someone feel needed?
I just think this is
You're a little low, Hannah.
Can you hear me better now?
A little bit.
I'm still low.
Mm-hmm.
Speak loud.
Loud?
Yeah, speak loud if you can.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
All right. So I think the difference between wanting a man and needing a man, when you can want something, and it's like, oh, it's something that I really look at. You might want a bag or anything. It's something that you go after. It's something that you decide. That's something that I want. I want this in my life. I want to have it. But a need is like a desire. Like a need. Okay, I'm trying to do that. A need is something that I might not want you, but if I need it, I don't have a choice. But if I want you, I'm going after it. It's something I'm seeking. But like you need air and food and stuff, but you might want a better car, but you need any car to get around. So if I need you, some people put up with people because they need them, not because they want them.
Good point.
So if you
Good point.
And there's a lot of people even married who need someone but really don't want to be with them.
Good point. Good point.
Men probably will want to be one, because if I need you, I tolerate you. But if I want you, I'm happy to be in your presence.
Very good point. Very good points. Tasha, for you, what do you say to this?
That's actually what I was gonna go with, the direction Hannah said. I do think A want, to me though, I would say a want is more like a desire. Crave, I enjoy it, I look forward to it, I can't get enough of it. A need to me is like more transactional. I need you to do something. I need it for my everyday life. I need it because it's not something that I can do necessarily like by myself. It's more just, you know, just there like to just as like a provider. Where I understand, I do believe though a lot of men do like to feel needed, like a woman, coming to them with their issue, helping them like with the problem, kind of deal. I do think that men like that, but I know that a lot of times in relationships, it's the wanting part of it. I don't want you. I want you because I want you, not because I need you because you're the man. I want
Okay.
you because you're the man. So
I love it. I love it. That's why I wanted y'all to go first. Go ahead, Hannah, sweetheart. Yes.
I'll agree with Tasha. Yeah.
Okay. Fellas, hearing that, where do you side on this in terms of, what works for you? Having somebody that wants you versus somebody that needs you. Where do you stand on this one? Because I think this is where a lot of issues come into play. The real estate insider said need equals value. So
Good
he
point.
said need equals value. He goes on to say 100%. There's a couple of boxes: cute face or nice eyes. Just need one.
That's a bar.
go ahead and log off. Go ahead and log off.
Ladies,
You
we're
too.
simple
You
creatures.
log off too.
We're
Yeah,
simple creatures.
we are pretty.
We are
simple.
simple
Yeah.
creatures.
We simpletons.
But brothers, where do you stand on this? And I'm really going to be interested to hear your view, Brother Bird, being in a marriage that where you stand on this. So either one of you could go first, because what do you think about this? And Kenny, we've been married, so what do you think about want versus need?
You want to go, Bert?
I'll go. To me, when you talk about want and versus need, it's like and love. When you first meet somebody, yeah, I like them, but then that like depending on what's going on and the compatibility in terms of the love. Now you talk about want and need. Yeah, I want Shahana. Now,
government out there.
but at the end of the day, I can flip it to the other side. Somebody say, you'll say like, well, it's needed. It seems like a little, for lack of a better term, thirsty. Not shouldn't have to need you.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if it's that infectious and if you really want that person, now it's that want is going to turn into, I need you in my life because I love you that much. I need you in my life because I don't see me being with anybody else. I don't see me loving anybody else. So,
wow.
So now you're starting to fulfill that need. So
wow.
I mean, you can spin on the one point where yeah, that's true, but on the other point, you got the other side of the coin as well, where that need could be so much where it's like I'm not depending on you, but we just so compatible that I need you in my life because that's that completion level that I'm on right now. That's what I'm looking for.
Woo.
I'm about to put my hand in a ponytail.
That's grown man talk right there. Yeah. That's grown man talk right there, my brother. That's grown man talk. Real estate to go deeper. Knowing someone needs you can satisfy an insecurity of being left or done wrong. Can be unhealthy, in my opinion. Good points there too.
That's a whole.
What do you say, Brother Kenny?
I would say that me personally, romantically, I would want my woman to want me. Just like the song Marvin Gaye, the late great, I want you just as much as you want me. Right. So romantically, I would want my woman to want me, but in the grand scheme of things, I would want her to need me too. I would want her to need me to be the best I can be for her, and vice versa. So I look at them equally. I want my woman to want me and need me, but I want her to be able to function, not needing me to function. You feel me? Needing me to help her to be a better woman. That's the only way I would want my woman to need me in that perspective.
Man, again, this is where me and my Capricorn brother, we're simpatico. And then we talked, and Terrence brought up age in the previous segment. This is where I think I've evolved to. the irony is that when I was younger, romantically, I wanted somebody that needed me. I needed to feel needed. I married somebody that needed me to be that guy, to run the house. I was older, was more experienced, and so I fulfilled a need in me to know she needed me to take care of these things. As I aged and now I've gotten older, and so like Kenny, where I'm at now, romantically, I want to be wanted. I don't even want somebody that needs me. I'm more attracted to someone now that has all of their own shit together, even to the point where it's greater than me, but it's to be wanted at this stage would be more beneficial to me. But then listening to what Bert said, it triggered something else in me. There's I covet and I'm jealous of what you have, because now you took me back to that place where I've almost forgotten, Bert, what it feels like to need someone, for somebody to make me feel whole. And you just brought up something that I think I've lived alone for so long, I forgot what that feels like. And you made me realize the moment when I knew I was going to marry my wife. What started out as just an attraction, and I was playing with her, and I never will forget this. She wasn't around. This was the moment I said, like, oh shit, I'm in love with this girl.
Mm-hmm.
And in that moment hit me like, I gotta have her. I can't play anymore. Like, oh shit. What started out as a joke was like, damn, I gotta have her now. Now I needed her every night to be, when she wasn't around. Where is she at? I needed her, and I forgot just how special that you really brought that to the attention for me. Like, and I envy that. Like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I've been out here so long that I forgot what it's like to feel like I need this person because they complete me and make me a better person. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, man, thank you for that.
I think
Sherry
Sherry
has something
had
to say.
something. Yeah.
Sherry has.
Yeah, sis, I'm sorry. Come on, sis. We can't hear you. I got you off mute, but I still can't hear you, sis. I can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear.
Say something. Yeah, you're not on. You're not on mute anymore.
She might have to go out and come back in.
We can't hear you, sis. Yeah, you might have to pop out and come back in. And I'll as soon as you come back, I'll let you make your point. I can't hear you. I don't know what's okay. So she's gonna go back out. Okay, but man, beautiful point. So when Sherry comes back, I want to hear what she got to say. But we'll kind of jump to another one in the interest of time. And I just want to ask the importance of wanting to feel like a king. And I joke about this a lot. I do joke about this a lot, about wanting to feel like a king, but how valuable is this part of it, to feel like a king, to have, to be made to feel like a king? Shanti said, check your audio settings.
No, probably he's talking to Sherry. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we'll kind of wait on her. But again, I joke about that one a lot. But so we're not going to examine that, because I think, again, okay, here comes Sherry. Perfect timing. So where you at, sis? All right. Hey, sis.
Can you hear me now?
You can hear you now. Yeah. Okay. Now go ahead.
Okay.
What was your point?
I said I changed my answer. I do need my husband for a lot of things, but I'm just a different breed. I need him to want to do what the fuck I want him to do.
Hey,
there you go.
I think we've established, if it works for you, you know what? When something is working, it's just working.
It just works. All right.
It just works. It don't have to be perfect to nobody else. So, but I appreciate you, coming back with a different view. Because I do think that's one that trips us up, the want and the need. So I'm gonna skip over the king part. The only thing I was going to say on that is, I think any man wants to feel, this goes hand in hand with feeling special, feel wanted, feeling desired, the king of the castle, that kind of thing. But here's the one I want to get to, because this speaks to what I talked about in the beginning. The rules have changed. So we're back to the point, I think, where I want to ask, since especially Sherry and Tasha agreed that women would have better results if they shot their shot. Considering that things have changed, under what circumstances could you see yourself, if any? Tasha, I'm expecting you to say none, but under what circumstances could you see yourself recognizing, though, that the rules have changed? And I mean, while you're thinking about this, when I say the rules have changed, I want you to take in consideration Me Too. Um, women are breadwinners, I think even more so now than men. You guys are certainly more educated than we are, especially, African American women. And so when you consider that antiquated way of a woman needing a man to do this, do that for her, how much would this play a part in you being willing to maybe be more on the forefront of shooting your shot first and making a man appreciate that you want him?
Or on the want part, or just approaching a man in general? Is that
Approaching
what
men,
you're saying?
initiating things, Does this have any impact on where you could see yourself maybe being the initiator?
Nope.
None.
None
It don't move
whatsoever.
the needle none.
No, and but I mean, but the points, like especially those particular, factors, I get it. Yeah, and I understand. Yeah, the rules have changed. They ain't changed that much for me though. And what I'm, as far as me approaching or shooting my shot, if that's the case, I'll I'll miss out because I'm not doing it.
Wow. Sherry, for you, and again, I know this is kind of a loaded question because you are married, you got who you got, and you're not going anywhere. But considering all of those factors, would that not even move the needle for you to initiate things rather than waiting on the guy? Because your old-fashioned view is that the guy's supposed to approach you first?
No, I'm not approaching no guy.
Wow.
Well, there you have it.
Wow.
And let me clarify this too. It's not that I feel like I'm too good to do it. That's not it. It's not from that
I
standpoint.
know I didn't get that from
You
you.
know.
I don't think
No,
anybody.
no,
I
I
don't
didn't
think
get. I didn't
anybody
get
got
that.
that.
No,
I
I
think
knew
you
you
was
didn't mean it that
very
way.
articulate in your reasons why. I even understand them. I really do. It's just funny to hear you say that something works, but no way you're still not
No
going to
way,
do it.
Jose.
That's
Right.
the thing.
Yeah.
And so Lamb the real estate insider asked a good question. And I know the answer to this.
I'm a big old flirt. I will flirt. That doesn't mean that I won't flirt. That's
Okay.
all. But like as
I was
far as
going
like
to say,
stating my
I've seen.
attention or just like going doing like no, I'm not. Nope.
But
Mm-mm.
so you will flirt,
Oh,
but
I've
you
seen
Yeah.
her
won't
flirt.
you
Oh, I've seen
won't
her flirt her ass off.
but you won't slide that into shooting your shot. You just
No.
leave it at the flirt
Absolutely.
level.
I've seen
Okay.
Absolutely
I've,
not.
I've
I
seen
just
her
want to
flirt.
I just want to get a clarification.
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
and
All right.
again, I've
All
seen
right.
her flirt. Me and her, we
Okay.
both was hunting at the same time. I've seen her methodology, how she hunts. She flirts her ass off.
Okay.
She does the whole laughing at the dumb joke type shit. She does all.
Okay.
I've seen Tasha. I'm sitting there, look at Tasha.
Hey, does she play with her hair and all
I've
that
seen
stuff?
her do all of that kind of
Oh,
shit.
okay.
I've seen her do all that
Okay.
kind of shit. Can you fix me? Tasha's a big ass flirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely. Real estate. So interestingly, I'm with Tasha. I don't shoot either. I can't do rejection. Even soft rejection messes me up. Wow. I got a no. You like? He said, I got a no. You like me?
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
So I want to ask my fellas, and Hannah, I don't want to leave you out, but I want to ask my fellas, knowing the rules have changed, how has this impacted you specifically? And again, Bert, this is a little bit loaded because you're already married, but you can answer it in general. How do you think that the rules have changed, or do you even agree that the rules have changed in such a way that men should that we should we're hoping women would be more receptive to initiate things?
I think I am a little bit more hopeful that women would be a little bit like you say. You go after everything you want. I don't see what's wrong with you seeing somebody that you interested in and making the first move, but that still hasn't changed the way I move though. I'm still gonna move like it's all there.
Oh, we're losing you a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you come back because I think you was gonna make a point where I was going to. We're losing Kenny a little bit. Kenny, you still connected? While we wait on him, what do you think, Hannah and Bert, on this one, in terms of how the rules have changed and what you've seen?
I'll say they have changed, and I also say this.
You said they have not?
They have.
Okay.
But I'll say this. Yes, we can shoot our shot. I did shoot mine only because I saw him through the office and we worked in the same company. But if it was some random person I would never do it. Like, I don't care if I liked you, I thought you were attractive. I'm not shooting my shot. I only did it because I saw just his movement, and I ain't gonna lie, I saw the other women trying to get him too.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so it was different. But I would talk if it was a random issue. If I was a random person, I'm out. I'm not doing it. I'm not walking up. I'm not doing it. And then also, I would say because of this, maybe it might be a little safer now for women to shoot their shot because it's like things have changed. The slightest thing a man says, they ready to just jump and call a lawyer. So you never know nowadays. So now, like, to be honest, it might be better if women are shooting their shot because you don't even know. A compliment can be taken so wrong nowadays. And I've literally witnessed a man giving a woman a compliment and she just took it in the worst way. And it wasn't like that before. Like, we're all older. It wasn't like that. So I think it might be safer now for women to do it.
Okay.
Yep.
Brother Kenny, we lost the tail end of what you were saying. If you wanted to finish your point.
Oh, did we? Oh,
yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, about the rules have changed. Yeah, definitely the rules have changed, and I think women should be more confident in shooting their shot. I think because actually I think they choose anyway, so you can kind of weed out the dudes that you ain't trying to holler at. Again, you go after everything else you want. You're very confident in your profession, whatever that may be. You go after that. You do that. So I don't see why you wouldn't do that in the game of dating. Now, that doesn't change the way I move. I'm still going by the old playbook. I'm comparing sports now. Right. I also know that as a man, if I see someone I'm interested in, I'm definitely going to try to shoot my shot. But I'm cool with a woman being a little bit more interested in going that way because she know what she wants in any other area of her life. Why not go after what you want in your love life?
Okay. You want to add anything, Brother Bert?
I mean, what everybody is saying is actually is correct. I mean, as far as when you're dealing with trying to date or shoot your shot, I think in today's time, the aggression has been taken away from men, where it's kind of hard for us to gauge what we can and what we can't do. Now, yeah, us of us are old school, the older cloth, and go by an older code, like Kenny said, a different playbook. We're gonna press through all that because we already know what we about. But for the ones that are coming up, they're kind of unsure. So I think, as far as what Hannah was saying, as far as it might be better for a woman to go ahead and do it because right now, I mean, you talking about gender swap or gender role switching. It's like now they almost got to be like the way the men are and shoot a shot because a lot of the young boys they don't even know anymore. They don't know what they can do, what they can't do, what you like, what you don't like. It's like they all confused, so you don't even know anymore. So it might be better for a woman to go ahead and do what you gotta do. Like I said, we do all whatever you gotta weed to the thing. I want that,
Mhm.
and go from there and see how it is.
Man, you guys are nailing some of these points down so well. I think this one single-handedly is the reason why I'm alone. I
Mm.
truly don't understand anymore. To Kenny's point, I know who I am, and I know how I move. I like to be the masculine part, and that's a more natural fit. But how I am doesn't fit with what's going on out there anymore. So it kind of goes back to what I was talking about today. I almost get depressed sometimes because with me, Kenny, it has stopped me in my tracks from being my authentic self. Because I've seen people, and no bullshit, in scenario, it could be somebody working behind the counter, and I think, but to real estate side of the point, I'm truly caught in this zone before I jump out there. So I'm a little bit where you at, Tasha. That fear of rejection that you need to be waving me in all the way from third base for me to step out there because I don't want to get myself caught in a situation where, man, did you hear what he said to me? And and so it has instilled a lot of fear. And I think single-handedly, this is one of the reasons why I'm I'm I I really am. I go places all the time and I see somebody that I would be interested in, and I genuinely don't know what I can say anymore for fear of how it's going to be perceived. And so, especially even when I moved here in Atlanta, I even remember telling my nephew, I said, we don't choose anymore. You have to get chosen. And that's kind of even why I stopped going out to even sports bars, because being in that environment where I've got a drink and it's got a little music playing in the background, that to the real estate's side of the point about being rejection, that long walk across the room and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only to get turned down.
I've had quite a few of those in my lifetime.
It's not that I can't handle rejection, but it does something to you when it happens over and over and over. And so it has changed the way I even feel about approaching women. It has truly changed it. And so that's a big one for me right there. Here's another one, reason why I think I wish women would be a little bit more aggressive, because what if the guy felt that you might be out of his league?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is one Tasha and I talk about. We've talked about this many times before, even fairly recently. Tasha may not see it this way, but this is how I see her situation. When she does, even a guy she knows, I said this to her, her situation is very intimidating. She probably doesn't see it that way. I don't know. She'll have to answer that. But Tasha doesn't go over to the guy's house, number one. You know, we know that. And it's not putting all business on, said, I'm not giving you her license number and like that. But she drives a Cadillac. She's educated. She got a nice ass place. And her place it ain't just nice. It's that Fugazi nice type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you walk in like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So when a guy comes over, it's a little intimidating. And so to this one, I think if a lot of women maybe realize that there's a lot of bravado in us because we have to be as a man. We're expected to be. But when you see somebody, and especially even going back to the way that the situation changed, I live in a building where there's nothing, all that's out there is Range Rovers and fucking BMWs and this and that. I drive a Nissan, folks. You know what I'm saying? I drive an Altima.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it can be a little bit intimidating to pull up on somewhere and they see you getting out of a knee. Now it doesn't bother me, but it would be nice if women would look past that, and because it's so materialistic out here as well. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, Demi J. How you doing, sweetheart?
Hey, what's up, Demi?
Taryn say this Me Too movement has also altered the way men are chasing. Absolutely, absolutely. And so, what do y'all think about this? About even from a woman's point of view or a man's point of view, about maybe the woman is out of the guy's league, and that's another reason for a woman to maybe shoot the shot first. Let him know you're interested.
No.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly.
If you think you're out of my league,
Wow. I knew you was going here. I knew you was going here.
then I don't want you. Because if you don't have enough courage to just come up to me, even though you think, because what you think might be out of my league might be something I'm interested at that moment. We change our interests like we change our draws if we win. So you never really know. Sometimes we might want at that moment, if this our season and we want to experiment, because we have seasons.
Right.
If it's our season, we want to be serious. So you not shooting your shot because you think you out my league. Why would I want somebody who's not able to approach me? Because you're not going to be able to approach other things in life if you want to be with me. So no, if you feel as though I'm intimidating and you don't come up to me, then no, I think that's a problem. Go over there, say something. If you reject it, you reject it. But I feel like just go ahead and do it.
I love your answer. Don't agree with you, but I love your answer.
I know
you know. And Tasha or Sherry, add to this. Sis, jump in here. But Hannah, you making a point that I hear all the time, and this is where I think it comes from, that men are intimidated by a woman because of her education and because of her career and because of her job. And so everything you're saying, I get, I truly grasp. I just don't know if my point is getting through enough. But Sherry and Tasha, speak on. Yeah.
But so let me ask this question, because y'all have had panels where it said that guys don't even look at all of that, whether you're educated and all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So why would they be intimidated? And another thing I wanted to say, say fuck it, and you and Tasha just get together, because y'all more like than y'all know.
We'll kill each other.
No, yeah, no.
We'll
We'd
absolutely
be on Snap the first 48. No, I'm telling you,
y'all forget I lived with her. And she came pretty close to putting my ass out a few times. So.
No, I would not have done that. Locked his ass in a closet, yes, would have done that.
No, she never was going to put me out, But I mean, no, our personalities, that's my best friend, and we're best friends for a reason, because, oh my God, we butt heads. But to answer your question, sis, there's a difference. The point I'm making is, we're not intimidated by women because you're more educated, because you make more money. But the sign of the times is that I might think that this person is out of my league, in the sense that maybe for me, I'm going to use myself as an example. If I give you a perfect example right there. I know what I bring to the table, and I could walk across the room, but saying what I'm going to say the way I'm going to say it, how it's going to be perceived, could open the door to get real nasty real quick. Real quick. And that's the holdback for me. That's the holdback for me. You know what I'm saying? And so, again, I'm comfortable in my own skin. I can look at the camera right now and smile like this, and I got a decent enough smile till you look on the side and see I got a bunch of big missing teeth and shit. I'm pretty comfortable with the fuck who I am.
My God.
But my thing is that, again, it's to be fully who I am and to embrace that. Yeah, it'd be nice to have somebody. give a little bit of the door open in terms of waving me in. So that's what I was saying. Why even the real estate insider was saying he needs to know that you like me, because that rejection. And then we got Mr. Lamb that came on camera to expound on this. You know.
I don't want to be on camera though, because I ain't.
Okay, come on, brother.
I got tired of typing. I was trying to get to the house. I was at Central Market trying to shop. I want to just add to this that with me, even with me, like I said, I'm like Tasha because I refuse to. I don't like rejection for one, and I've learned something about myself. I don't show well, right? If I'm out and about, regardless of all the stuff I got going on or what I make and all this stuff, I don't. Once I like going up to somebody because I'm only 5'6" and all this different stuff, right? It's things that I think women look at externally that they automatically kind of judge whether they
I
type
love
or
where
not.
he's going.
But I've learned that most time people get to know me, I have a better chance when they know me already. They know my personality, they've been around me. But just off first blush out in public, I don't get second looks. I get turned down when I've tried. So it's like I'm like. So most of the relationships I've had have been people I've worked with or people that were friends of friends that already kind of knew me.
I love where you went with that, brother, because Tasha and I work from home.
Mhm.
You know, Tasha know where I'm going with this. When I run my errands on Wednesdays, this is how I look. You know, I throw on sweats and I roll out. I'm just going to the store. And so the perception sometimes is, well, again, I already drive a Nissan Altima that I can't clean up, that I can't get clean, that I'm not super intelligent or whatever. But in my normal running my errands, I agree with you 1,000%, brother, that I like how you put it. I don't show well in that sense, in that sense that if you saw me in them streets, I'm just a big fat black guy. But you don't know anything about me, what else I might bring to the table. And so in that sense, what's Sherry out? Let me meet your sis. And so, yeah, I love that point. And that again, so this is another reason why I think that it'd be nice in that sense to have somebody that may appear to be out of your league open that door. I want to read a couple of comments real quick, and because Kenny, I know you got something to say. Demi J says, I'm okay with flirting, but a man being confident, honest with morals means more. I don't care about labels. I love that you say that, but sometimes we don't get to the point where we can show that we have all of that.
Right, exactly.
You know,
right.
You're shot down before you can even demonstrate that
right.
You're honest and got morals and you bring more to the table, that you might be a professional. Because if you saw me in the streets with my hat backwards and I'm not wearing Jordans or this and that, what people don't know is I buy my motherfucking sneakers at Burlington's. I'm not paying more than $25 for sneakers, because material things don't do nothing for me. Now I have a nice ass crib. Now my place is nice and my shit is nice. But far as the clothing and all that means nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? So I might not get to that point, Miss Demi J, for you to even see that I bring that to the table. She says, yes, because at first you do not meet the representative before the real person because of this reason. So even on that note, Miss Demi J, I think we always meet somebody's representative.
That's what she said.
Okay, right. Okay, I'm sorry. We're good.
Yeah,
I agree with you. That's where meeting that representative, and we never get sometimes to the point where to see the real person. But hon, I love your point, Kenny. I'm coming to you next. Where I get from a woman's point of view that if you're not confident enough to approach me, then why would I want you? That is where I think a lot of us are not going to find what you found because of that.
But on the flip side of that, a man could still be confident. He may just not be the cat that's confident in the dating game. Because see, the thing about the dating game is with men, it's you got to be ready to be competitive, and some men just ain't cool with that competition.
That's me.
But that doesn't mean they're not confident. They're confident in their skin, but they ain't digging the competition. So that's why I look at that. And then the out of your league thing, I think as a man, I'm gonna say for me, I do think about that. I do think about sometimes if this woman is in a certain place. that bears on me if I decide to step to it, especially now that on social media you can see everybody's accolades.
Right.
They post what they're doing, and you be like, damn, she fine, but she might be out of my league. So they say date in your salary group. So that's how some men think, and I do think.
Does that make sense, Hannah?
Like
does that make sense at all?
That makes sense. I mean, people don't talk to me now that I'm married, so they don't flirt with me. But I
like smart woman.
Smart. Cleaned that up, didn't you? Cleaned that one up.
But however, that does make sense because you're right. We can't see that from the first approach. So we come up with a certain car or a certain thing, it might be a little bit intimidating. So I kind of can see that because before women weren't in those positions. So now that we are, we doing whatever.
Right.
That's go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead, please.
I was just gonna say it's the duality with me, right? Because I'm super confident as it relates to my business and who I am and what I have and things like that, right? But then the duality of it is the part of not showing well, the part of I've made a decision to not drive anymore, so I don't have a car. Whereas I used to get it was a little different when I was driving around the 7 Series BMW. I would get a couple of turns, but it wouldn't really go anywhere, right? So that I saw a little bit of impact then. But the moment anyone knows right now that I choose not to drive, they automatically think scrub, right? And then, but it irritates me because I know what I have, right? And it's almost like I want to come and throw my wallet in their face and pull it out and show my bank statement. It's kind of because that's kind of what I want to do, right? And so it's very irritating. So I'm kind of in that stuck place even now. I don't date. Like I'm not the guy that can go to a bar and see a girl and walk up to her. I've never ever been able to do that. I can't do it. So I don't date very much unless it's an old friend or somebody I work with.
And that's why I said, Brother Lamb, I feel I'm alone now because it's changed the way I can even approach. I don't even go out to these places anymore because I don't know how to fit in. Brother Charles popped in. He said, I'm super late. What's up, fam? What's up, Tasha? Jerry, I seen you long time. Jerry said, to be honest, Jerry said, to be honest, I don't want women to see what I'm driving or where I live because then the judgmental starts. If you don't like what you see or what I say next, that could be true too.
That could be true.
Brother Lamb has been to my spot, so I think I have a pretty nice place.
Absolutely.
And so that's where I'm in the same with Brother Lamb. I'm driving around running my errands, and then I turn in here, and it's okay. If he lives in here, he must be able to afford it. But by then, I'm parking. I'm getting out of my car. So whatever opportunity, and I literally see these bitches sometimes walking along this street and wouldn't give me the second look until my car's turning in here, which brings me to my other good point. Charles said, I've gotten more confident as I've gotten older. And Charles, I've gotten less confident in a lot of ways, which brings me to my last one, is that sometimes, we're looking for an easy target. Kenny says that for some guys, they don't want to compete. And this is driving right to where we at. Lamb knows we're bringing to the table. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, the temptation might be to pull out the bank statement, but why?
Right.
Sherry has something to say.
I'm sorry, sis. Go ahead, Sherry.
Okay, and I was about to say to Lamar, I'm surprised for Lamar because Lamar's a very handsome guy. Lamar, that's why you got to get out the South, come to the North. These New York girls are happy.
He's been to New York.
You know what, Sherry?
That's funny. Sherry said that.
I'm planning to move to Manhattan within the next year too. So
are you serious?
Wow.
Absolutely.
We're gonna be on him up here.
But you know what though, Lamar? I can see you in one of them sedity bitches.
That's where I have to be because the driving thing is normal in New York. It's normal in Manhattan. Not true to drive. So I think that's one reason I want to go there, and this is my speed. But I wanted to add earlier though, Black, is that I miss signs now because I've had so many bad experiences and being looked past. That when someone is flirting, like if I'm on a live show or something, and
Right.
someone's flirting, sometimes I miss the cues. And Charles or somebody may have to tell me, "Do you know this was such and such?" I'm like,
Right.
"No,
Right.
I didn't even notice because I don't even look for it no more because so I don't even know what I can't even recognize it sometimes being flirting with."
That's crazy. That's crazy. And so for me, I don't know if I miss signs or not, but being the old lion that I am, I'm only hunting them bitches that's already on their last legs. So it's gonna be pretty much
See,
easy.
and that was where I was going. Because again, he's looking for an easy target. That makes me think of a might as well. I don't like that. I don't like that connotation.
I- but the
No.
alternative is
What's the
to work
qualifier
that hard.
target?
Okay, because that's the point. If the alternative is to work that hard, though, Tasha, to prove to you that I do make a decent income and I got an education, this and that. By the time I go through all that, look, it's gonna be my bedtime anyway. So look, let me just get that bitch in here that want to drink, and I can push over real quick and get her on her way. Now that don't lead to fulfillment, and that's why I'm where I'm at. But oh my, it's miserable. I'm in this miserable spin cycle. You know what I'm saying? Demi says, but the
Don't
point is, if you have to do all that, she ain't the one for you.
I don't
don't
agree.
phrase it like that. No damn more. Either push her over. Don't say it like that no more.
You know,
Don't
Black
make
gonna
Don't
say
I
it.
don't do that.
Hold on.
I
Okay,
asked a
I see where you're going. I see where you're going with that. Well, look, I started this show by saying that these are the pains, man. I do want to push the bitch on over. I don't have time to be wasting with a whole lot of other extra shit. You know what I'm saying? I need women that's gonna come in here that know they're gonna drink, know they're gonna fuck, and it dang, we're not gonna be up all late. I have to sleep alone. I gotta go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it in, get it out. You know what I'm saying? Because again, she's not the one anyway. So I do. So again, I fuck with bitches that got problems, and so again, it's just a chess match, Oh my God, Jimmy, I'm sorry, sweetheart. She said that's why you end up what you get, Black. You stop calling them bitches, Miss
Tell him,
Miss
Demi.
that
Tell him,
part.
get on it, Demi. Get on him,
Sweetheart.
Demi.
One of
Again,
them no goods gonna probably turn around one day. And
they're
then
gonna
what
they're
you
gonna do
gonna
what?
do?
They
I
gonna
said,
do
what if
what?
one of them no goods come in and they might be potential be the one, and they just that's gonna mess you up real bad.
Damn,
I
for
true
real.
I
That
truly
could
I
happen.
truly hope it happened, And Miss Demi, I wish I dealt with women, but I deal with bitches and hoes.
You know what? Jesus.
Cancel immediately. Report the video.
Man.
Flag.
I really do. Charles said definitely to let him know. I do. Okay, and I know that sounds horrible to say it that way, but I'm not getting to it. A good, decent women, because again, of all of the factors we're talking about, it's just so much hard work. It's a different scene out there, trying to approach somebody. And here's the other part. I told you I work from home. Tasha can attest to this. I believe it even has limited my exposure to even meet someone because I spend 90% of my time in these walls. At least when I was working in an office, you know what? Every Friday we kind of would go. Tasha knows, on Friday, I would call her. Yeah, we going to the little Mexican place. We're going to drink a little bit. We going bowling. There was these outings where I did meet random people. There's a benefit to working from home, but it's a definite drawback because you're in your own little world. And I force myself to go out on Wednesdays and Saturdays because truthfully, I don't have to go out. I can order everything I need from Amazon.
Yeah.
But I force myself to go out to try to meet somebody. And with such limited time, it's a challenge, folks. It really is, trapped in these walls. Absolutely. Demi says starts with you, Well, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. I really do. And I'm a work in progress. I'm trying to, but like Lamar said, I'm literally at the mercy of hoping. I literally pray to God. Y'all think I'm joking here. In my prayers, I literally pray to God. I wish I could find somebody, but I almost feel trapped that I don't go out enough. And when the weekends comes, I see all these events happening. Me and Tasha talk about this all the time, and I'm tempted to go, but then I look at all the other barriers, all the people that's going to be around, and again, all that kind of stuff. Like it's just it's very frustrating. So Charles said, "How much time left?" We literally about to end, my brother. But I'll hang. Come on, if you want to come on live, I'll hang around long enough to absolutely. But that's why I even brought this up as the topic for the show, because the question was asked and it was debated on the Breakfast Club about women having greater success when they shoot their shot first. And Miss Demi J, the women have acknowledged, this is the part that's so confusing. At least Sherry and Tasha have acknowledged that it's true. They believe it's true that women have more success if they shoot their shot, but they're not going to do it.
And let me add this too, Black. At that show that I sent, the segment from the Breakfast Club, I was reading the comments.
Right.
I would say 70% of the men that I read their reaction in the comments said their most successful relationships have been when the woman shot their shot first. 70%, and I'm just maybe it's about 60%.
Right.
60% of the men in the comment section said that their most successful relationships have been when the woman shot their shot first.
And so that's so scary that
Very.
And like Lamar, I feel like I'm at the mercy now of hoping that maybe somebody would shoot their shot to say, hey, I found you interesting or something like that, because I don't know where that person's going to come from.
Yeah, same here.
Oh man, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. So that's why I really want to do this topic, because I think it's real and it just adds to the confusion that's already out there about why we're so different and see things so differently.
Right. I agree. Yep.
So Charles, man, Charles, let me tell you, my brother, you have an open invitation anytime, every time. You don't need to ask. So
Tasha said, hell no.
Let me lay this rejection out. Absolutely not.
and that's Tasha shooting her shot. Tasha shooting her shot like, hell no.
Charles, my brother, anytime. But yeah, look, we could easily keep going. Again, I always have more than I need, but it's just one of those conversations that I thought we should have, and it's clearly something we need to keep talking about.
Well, then let me ask this then. Mm-hmm. So if this is the case, and we know that usually, as you pointed out, as Kenny said, that rejection for little boys starts like as they're little, and you just kind of get used to it. Are you suggesting that women should be teaching their daughters now to be the ones to shoot their shot?
Oh, that's a damn good question. Wow.
Hannah, but you
Hannah, I'm gonna answer differently.
Okay,
Hannah. Go ahead. Okay, let me ask you this then, because Tasha raises a good.
That's a good point.
Maybe not to be rejected, but how about then at least teaching the daughters that if we're saying that you're going to be a strong, powerful woman, go after what you want, wouldn't it be nice if we did start teaching young girls? So if you like a boy, you don't have to wait for him to say it first. You can say it to, y'all don't think that's okay?
Hell no.
What the?
No. Okay, I told you I shot my shot because of who I saw. I don't want my daughter out here.
Oh my God!
First of all, let me not. My daughter's about to go to middle school, so I'm already getting scared about Tasha comment because y'all know middle school is a different type of thing. So it's kind of different. Me having a daughter, and then my son is about to be 17, so there's a little difference.
Right.
So me having a daughter, I couldn't see her teaching her to shoot her shot. I want to teach her to be confident.
Wow.
I want to teach her life skills. But going up to some random mofo and shooting her shot, no. Like I want her to feel. That's the thing. I don't like this new era Me Too movement. I miss the chase era. I miss being able to have men come up and approach. So I
I
would
do
like my
too, but we
daughter,
can't do that anymore.
but I'm not teaching her that shit.
We don't live.
I'm not gonna teach her
Y'all
daughter
got
be like,
that's
hey, what that mouth do? You know, she could ask the dude there.
We don't live in that world.
no.
But we don't live in that world. Sherry,
I
Oh
believe
coming to
hell.
you next, Charles. Go ahead,
she.
Sherry.
I'm
Now
just
my
saying,
baby.
okay, Tasha, you
What the
met
hell is
my
that,
daughter,
Charles?
Freddie. You know your niece. You know my daughter ain't shooting no shots out here. You already know.
But and therein lies a part of the problem. But we don't. Oh my God, this is so frustrating. Charles, what you got to add, my brother?
Charles
I
got his
was
lady right there.
this my sis, bro. It's Tasha stressing me out with all the derogatory comments you making about me. But anyway, I, I was I was just gonna say like, man, look, I'm gonna shoot my shot regardless. So
Okay.
that's just me. But like, I've gotten like, I got her on my face. Like, damn, it ain't stopping shit. I like you. I like you. So, and I got about an 85, 90% like a success rate. So I'm okay.
That's what's
But yeah,
up.
man, I would just say, man, if you see somebody you like, man, you might as well try it. You ain't gonna see them no more anyway, so it's all right. Oscar.
I envy that about you then, that if you have a 80 95% success rate, that would make sense. But again, like Lamar said, I don't fear rejection in terms of rejection itself, but like I said, that long walk across the room, Miss Toria, she agree with you. This is what makes this absurd. This conversation is absurd. Miss Toria, she agree with you 100%.
Nobody's teaching they kid that.
Terrence says, what is the rate of success? We are going by when you say women have more success when they shoot their shot with men. Is it sex and relationship or is it marriage? So the conversation was on the Breakfast Club, Terrence, and they were talking about no, not just sex. This was talking about getting in a stable relationship that goes the distance. And like Kenny said, it was like breaking down to like 70% of women that ended up in stable relationship. Right here on this panel, Hannah shot her shot and ended up with the ring.
Hannah.
Okay, that was once in my life though. That was literally my only time in my life.
Okay, but
it's not a bad thing, Hannah. It's not a bad thing.
But there you go. But there you go. But so shooting your shot led to that, but I'm not teaching my daughter that, and I'm not doing that. And Tasha, I'm not facing the rejection. Miss Toria, absolutely right, blah, blah, blah. Folks, all I can do is end it by saying that's why men are from Mars and women are from Venus. I don't understand y'all.
No, women from Alcatraz.
If a woman shoot her shot too much, then she's a pick me, then she's thirsty. We can't win either. We can shoot. Oh, look at her all over him. Look at her being thirsty. Look at her being a pick me. So no, we can't. You have to pick who you can shoot it to. Just like y'all had to pick. Y'all can shoot to anybody. If y'all get rejected, y'all get rejected. The moment we go, we either thirsty, we pick me, we hold.
You know what? I think with
all
the 35 and under, maybe grown, mature men. Like I said, to that point, I don't even know what the hell a pick me is.
Me neither.
I really wish a grown, mature woman would step up and say, you know what, I've been seeing you coming and going. You know what I'm saying? Are you single? That's all it takes. That would be enough. I can take over from there. You've given me a platform now, somewhere to go. If it's just that hey, you know what? Hey, excuse me. I see you coming and going. I see you live here. Are you single? You seem like a nice man. That's all I need.
So okay, but I still have a question just for the men who have daughters. Are they going? For the conversation, are they going to teach their daughters that if they see a guy, so like for Lamar, like if you have a daughter or whatever, are you going to teach your daughter that if she sees a guy she likes, it's okay to shoot your shot?
Lamar, something to Charles, you have a daughter.
I have a daughter who's 16, so I'm teaching my daughter, look here, we ain't talking to no goddamn body. So yeah, but it's different though. But it's not the same. It's not the same. I'm a father. Look. Don't no father I know want his daughter dating no damn body. So I'm look. My daughter has a boyfriend, and I've met him, and he was terrified. He's like, I don't like it. I'm scared of your dad. I'm like, well, I ain't do nothing. I'm be scared of. But look. I'm teaching her. Look, respect is paramount. Like this how you carry yourself.
Right.
If you like somebody, you like them, cool. Now if she want to talk to somebody or pass them a note, that's on her. I'm teaching her like respect yourself at all times. Period. And if they disrespect you, this when you call you out. And
I
I'll
get
take
it.
care of it.
But great question, Tasha. And again, this is it's
Copy.
this with confusion. Toria says, I do not like this new age stuff. Breakfast Club, those two are not right in their head. I can imagine what they two said. I didn't actually watch the show because I didn't want it
What's up,
to
man?
bleed over into my views, to color, because I may go watch it now, after the fact. But anyway,
You don't get this
I
deer
don't
out of
think
here.
Tasha, as a co-host, did we gain any ground here?
Well, no, I mean you got an answer. You got an
Okay.
answer, but the only thing is like, so where do we go from here?
Right.
Are we, are we gonna end it by saying, ladies, like shoot your shot? I'm like, ladies, don't shoot your shot. Just let that man go. Like if he come up to you, come up to you. So
I would just say
it
be
can't be
confident.
a train projection. Don't do it.
And we're not disagreeing
Don't
with all
do it.
that, but I think we're at a stalemate then.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You know what? To be continued.
I'm about
Yeah.
to say this is to be continued because you're
To
never
be
going to get a
continued.
definite answer.
To be continued. It's a great conversation, though, but to be continued for sure. Folks, we are on the other side of Wednesday. So, look, I hope you all have enjoyed the rest of your week. I had a fantastic day today. I started early, got off early. So, I'm in a great mood. This conversation is going to be swirling around in my brain for the next few hours because I'm just as fucking confused as before I even started this conversation. I'm just going to tell you right now.
We didn't say we were bringing any clarity.
I,
We
I,
were just gonna have
I,
a
but
conversation.
that's just it. I don't. So I promise you, I've got to let this swirl around. This is my therapy, folks, and I'm going home. So I'm leaving the couch with nothing resolved. I can say that. But it was a great conversation.
I miss it.
Charles, Lamb, I appreciate you guys coming on. Man, you got to come on more often. Anytime, come on more often. Seriously,
Tasha gonna be there.
Tasha's gonna be here.
No.
I'll tell you
Tasha's
about
gonna
it.
be
I'll
here.
tell you about it. Whatever spirit tell me to do, I'll do it. But yeah.
Come on, my brother. We need your input. And again, and on a serious note, I need more men like you. You are in a unique position to talk about things that I can't. You have a daughter. You know what I'm saying? You're an active father raising a teenager. Your view is so critical to a lot of this stuff we talk about. So please come back, man. Please come back.
No,
Terrence, appreciate you. Miss Tori, of course. Demi J, we appreciate you. Nina, thank you for popping in. So I appreciate you guys. Jerry, man, where you been? We've been missing you. So come on back home. So anyway, I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good week. I love you guys. I respect you. This has been another edition of Real Talk. Peace out and everybody be good.